characteristics. What is life process? So, let's learn about life process. What is living? How do we live? Living means the organisms which take breath are called living organisms. Living organisms, how can we say that these are living organisms? Because they are taking breath, we can say. Not only breathing, they show growth, movement, respiration, nutrition, excretion, reproduction, and response to stimuli. They show these characteristics. So, not only these characteristics are not enough, they also show movement. Movement is also, movement alone is not a defining feature. That means movement is not enough to define that these are living organisms. For example, plants. Plants may not show visible movement. Visible means they will not show the movement to our naked eye, but they are alive. Likewise, animals also, they take breath without visible movement. So, breathing happens without visible movement. So, movement is not enough that to define a life. Okay? This is about small introduction. And next, molecular movements. What are molecular movements? Molecular movements means nothing but movement of molecules inside cells. And this movement helps in repairing cells, maintaining structures, and carry out chemical reactions. Okay? What are molecular movements? Molecular movements means movement of molecules inside cells. In our body, movement of molecules happens inside the cells. This movement, why do these movements are helpful? Because to repair cells, to maintain structure, and to carry out chemical reactions. Okay. Viruses, they may not show molecular movement outside a host. So, we cannot say that they are alive or not. Okay? It is a controversy. What is the need for maintenance? What is the need for maintenance? Because living organisms are well organized structures. Why we need maintenance? Because living organisms are arranged in a well organized structure. They are arranged like cells, after that tissues, after that organs, next organ systems. Likewise, they are structurally arranged due to environmental effects. What happens? Due to environmental effects, our body continuously breaks down. Our environment is not in our control. So, our body structure continuously breaks down. So, maintenance is important. To stay alive, our organisms must repair. So, to live alive, to stay alive, organisms needed, their bodies should repair and they have to maintain their body. So, maintenance is important. So, continuous maintenance is important for our life process. Okay. So, next comes water life process. Water life process? Life process is nothing but the basic activities necessary to maintain life. To maintain life, basic activities is carried out to maintain life. What are the basic activities? That activities are goes on when we are running, when we are resting, when we are sleeping, whatever work you are doing, this life process takes place. What are that life process? What are the major life process? First one is nutrition. What is the definition of nutrition? Process by which organisms obtain food and energy. The organisms, what is nutrition? Process by which organisms obtain food and energy. Okay, the food, we take food and that food is converted into energy. That is called nutrition. Why it is nutrition? Why it is needed? Because to supply energy, to get energy, nutrition is important for growth, for repair, and for maintenance. Okay, so nutrition is needed, very important. Food is the food we eat is usually carbon based. Okay, the food we get is carbon based, and different organisms use different sources of food. Okay, so it is a carbon based. Next major life process is respiration. What is respiration? Breakdown of food. The food you eat, it releases energy. Okay, you get energy and you release energy. That releasing energy is called respiration. Energy is needed for all molecular movements. Okay, so what can you say? Energy is needed for molecular movements. Respiration mainly involves, in the respiration mainly takes place oxidation reduction reactions, and in this respiration mainly oxygen is used. Okay, respiration means breathing. Okay, breathing is a physical process. Breathing means physical process, and respiration means is a chemical process that takes place inside the cells. Respiration takes place inside our body, so it is a chemical process. Breathing is a physical process. Okay, and the third major life process is transportation. Transportation is very important because not only taking nutrition, not only respiration releasing energy, and transportation is also very important. Okay, multicellular organisms. Here multicellular organisms means humans, plants, animals, birds, and trees. All these comes under multicellular organisms. Okay, these multicellular organisms or the cells, they are not in direct contact with the environment. Okay, these organisms are not in direct contact with the environment. So food and oxygen are taken in one place. So food is taken in one place and oxygen is taken at one place, and this food and oxygen is needed to entire body. So that to transport that entire body, food and oxygen and energy, transport system helps. Transport system helps to carry food, to carry oxygen, to carry hormones, and to carry waste products. So transportation is very important. And the last major life process, excretion. Okay, what is excretion? Removal of waste products. Okay, you eat food, you get energy, you release energy, you transport food. Next, you transport energy. Next, you have to remove waste products from your body also. Okay, through excretion. So excretion is very important. Waste products are toxic. They may be toxic, so you should remove. When you remove, your body maintains balance. They must be removed because to maintain the balance of the body. These excretion waste products are examples. What are the examples? Carbon dioxide, nitrogenous waste, and excess water and salts. Okay, these are nitrogenous waste. So, lastly, we will discuss about what are single-celled and what are multi-celled organisms. Single-celled organisms means entire surface comes in contact with the environment. Okay, the entire like amoeba takes food and through entire surface, entire body. Okay, diffusion is enough. For diffusion is enough for what? For oxygen intake and waste removal. Okay, this is about single celled. Multicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms means humans, plants, birds, trees, and animals. These are multicellular organisms. These are in this cells are far from the surface. Okay, cells are not in contact with the environment. Diffusion is insufficient. Diffusion is not enough here. So transport system is necessary. So respiratory organs are needed. Excretory organs are also needed. So this is about single celled and multicellular organisms. Okay. Thank you very much. What is like?